All right, good morning. Everyone, thank you for coming. Again, I would like to express my appreciation and thank Secretary of State Kyle Ardoin for the great job that he's doing in the cooperation that he allowed us to have with his office on our announcement today. I'm Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry, and it's a great day today in Louisiana. We also have in the audience with us members of the Louisiana Bureau of Investigations and some of Secretary Ardoin's investigators as well. Elected officials like myself and Kyle serve at the pleasure of the people of Louisiana. Every few years, they either hire or fire us through a process, and that is our election process. Few things are more American than our right to vote. And with that comes the right, the mandate for open, fair, and transparent elections. Open, transparent, and fair elections has many tenets, one of which is this, that every legal voter gets to cast one legal vote. In other words, it's one man, one vote. Anything other than one-for-one votes distort our election process. And those who wish to distort an election process in this manner are breaking the law and betraying their fellow citizens. It's even more disheartening when the perpetrator is an elected official. And unfortunately, that's why we're here today. Yesterday, my office, along with Secretary of State Kyle Ardoin's investigators, arrested Councilman Emmanuel Sanders on 8 counts of election fraud. In October, the Tangible Hope Parish Registrar of Voters contacted the Secretary of State's office with concerns that voter registration forms were being turned in with fraudulent address information. The crux of these concerns came from voter registration forms with addresses for voters located within the 3rd Consul District in Amite, Louisiana. At that point, my office and Secretary of State Kyle Ardoin's office opened up a joint investigation. Over the course of this ongoing investigation, the following has been discovered so far. Agents reviewed a Louisiana voter registration form for 506 South 2nd Street in Amite. 6 persons were using this address to vote in the 3rd Councilman District in Amite. The only problem is that 506 South 2nd Street is a vacant lot. Agents also reviewed the voter registration forms turned in for 610 South 2nd Street. Again, this address is located in the 3rd Consul District in Amite. Further investigation revealed that this location is a vacant lot as well. In all, 16 persons were using this address to vote in Amite. Multiple witness statements indicate that Councilman Sanders purposely manipulated citizens into illegally changing their voter registration. They would sign the registration forms, and then he would fill out the fraudulent address after the fact. There is also evidence that Councilman Sanders submitted a voter registration application on behalf of a citizen using his own address. Our investigation discovered that this resident had no knowledge of this application, did not complete the application, and that the signature on the application was not theirs. Election integrity is the bedrock principle to our election process. And our election process is the foundation for our democracy. I am proud to work with the Secretary of State, who has done an unbelievable job of protecting our elections and weeding out bad actors who wish to betray our system. Before turning it over to Secretary Ardoin, It is important to remind those here and others who are watching online two things. First, one of the most sacred principles of our criminal justice system is that a defendant is innocent until proven guilty. And that second, this is actually an ongoing investigation, and as such, my office and I will not make any comments or take any questions that could jeopardize the integrity of the ongoing investigation or a successful prosecution of the crimes alleged. Thank you. I'll now turn it over to the Secretary of State.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney General. We appreciate your help. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Attorney General Landry, thank you for your assistance and that of your staff. And I commend my own staff and the Attorney General's staff, my staff being the Election Compliance Unit, for the many hours put into this investigation, which is still ongoing. Administering elections has never been as high profile and contentious as it is today in such a polarized environment. We as a state are not at the top of many good lists, but fortunately election integrity is one of them. We have a tried and true election system, and Louisiana certified our elections right on schedule. Expert election workers and multi-level bipartisan election integrity measures resulted in yet another accurate, safe, secure, fair, transparent, and timely election for all of Louisiana. Because of that, voting on Election Day in Louisiana went smoothly. An accurate count was accomplished promptly, and all results were uploaded just after midnight. We are here today to reaffirm election integrity efforts. Included in that is proper and legal voter registration. The investigation proved that the multi-level checks and balances of our election processes and procedures worked as it should. My office has an expert team of investigators who investigate all allegations of voter fraud. When investigations grow beyond our capabilities, we seek help from outside sources, such as Attorney General Landry's office and his staff's assistants. There are steep consequences for violating our election laws, including hefty fines and possible jail time. Yesterday's arrest is the culmination of work by my office, the Attorney General's office, the Registrar of Voters, and others. We stand together to send the message that those who violate our state's elections laws will be prosecuted. Just last year, a Crowley woman was convicted on charges of fraud as a result of another cooperative effort with the Attorney General and his staff. My office has taken definitive steps to strengthen integrity election laws all across our state. Just last year, Senate Bill 75 by my friend Senator Beth Mizell was signed into law as Act 210. It addresses the antithesis of election integrity called ballot harvesting. The legislation we have supported, along with the laws we are already enforcing, should reassure Louisiana voters that your vote counts and also serve as a stark warning to those looking to violate our election laws. Louisiana is at the forefront of voter registration, with just over 92% of all eligible persons already registered to vote. While that is a remarkable number and an important one, we must send a message today. Illegal manipulation of voter registration will not be tolerated. It will be investigated, and I will do all in my power to push for prosecution. Therefore, I will be calling upon the legislature and the governor to provide additional resources for additional investigators for my elections compliance unit. Until then and beyond, the Attorney General and I will continue our cooperative endeavors to assure Louisiana voters fair, accurate, transparent, and secure elections. We will not be answering questions due to the ongoing nature of this investigation, but we thank you for coming out. I thank the Attorney General, his staff, and my staff for all the hard work put into this investigation that will continue, because I do think that there's certain things that need to be investigated further, and we have that opportunity to move forward. So thank you very much.
Thank you.